Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to pYanodon's. We are, well, we have a base. Things are happening. That is how pYanodon's works. As I said many episodes ago, this is not a rushed playthrough, so if we get stuff done, great. If we don't get stuff done, also great, because we at least played the game. And honestly, the longer we can play pYanodon's, the more achieved I feel, even if we're not doing anything. And I mean, obviously we're doing something. But yeah, so we're working on the molten salt plant-ish right now. We need a lot more circuits for that. I don't even remember what all goes into a coal power plant at this point. Yeah, 100 circuits, 200 steel, mechanical parts, a bunch of stuff. Circuits are going a little better now, but still not great, I don't think. What else do we need to do? I'm turning off lay bricks. Paving the world. Still putting that off until we got trains. Maybe I never need to pave the world. Because once we have trains, we're going to mostly ride around in trains. It'll be nice to have the blocks paved, though. So maybe I will. Once we have... But that might wait until we have enough bots to place the paving, which that'll be a while. But look at this. We're almost done. It's already got this this intersection done, and then there's only one more until our bots are totally done with the spreading of train joy. Gosh, these are big blocks. These are easily the biggest city blocks I've ever considered. Wowee. All right, well, let's look towards green science. Since we've got some waiting to do. Logistic science, where are you? There you are. All right, so for one of you, we're gonna need a lot of things. We already got batteries. No need to worry about that. Potentially a need to worry about that because of my rate. I'm not sure. What did we end up doing? How many chem plants did I make for batteries? 3? So about 0.3 batteries. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get at least 0.1 logistics science without straining our battery production too much. Poor alien samples are not too bad, if I remember correctly. It's just a lot of pieces. Yeah, the bone meal comes from bones, which we get bones from fish, right? The fishy choppy. Yeah, 2 per 8, or I can choppy the cotton guts, which I'm already gonna be needing to do because cotton guts are for the Sarcoris. The solidified Sarcoris, which I will make its own block. And we'll see if Hellmod can manage itself properly. I doubt it, but you never know. Someone also said I was doing something wrong, and it was user error, and some of the things I was complaining about were not, in fact, things I should be complaining about. It's definitely possible. I am by no means perfect. There's a good chance that even if you were to explain to me exactly how it's supposed to work, I would still complain about it, because sometimes it looks like a bug even if it's not. Right? Like, if the user experience is so bad that you think it's a bug, then maybe it's still a problem, even if it's technically how it's supposed to work. So sometimes, while I may be complaining about a feature when in fact I'm actually complaining about a bug. Or I said that backwards. Sometimes I'm complaining that it's a bug and it might actually be a feature, but even if I knew it was a feature, I would still complain about it because I don't like the way it works. That's not always true. Sometimes I am just flat out wrong and I need to fix my understanding of something. But all that to say, we got plasmids already, so that's not a worry. We've got all this. We have manure, but I don't have subcritical water. What's that? Oh, that's easy. Okay. Weird. I don't even know. What is subcritical water, like in real life? And why does it have a temperature thingy? Is it just hot water? Is it like almost boiling, but not boiling. Anyway, we have liquid manure because of the augs. And the old cotton gut is really the only thing here we don't have. Substrates we've got as well. So yeah, no big deals there, except for cotton guts. We'll dive into that in a minute. Do I have Ulrichs? Uh-oh. What do I need Ulrichs for? Have I missed something? Do I need Ulrichs for Ralesia or animal sample? Oh, I haven't looked into animal samples. Are they the only thing that gives us one of these? I thought we got lard from augs. Yeah, we get lard from augs. That's super critical, I thought, Apophenia. And besides, you don't even need pressure. You can just have a nice, smooth glass bowl, throw it in your microwave, and you can get yourself some above 212 degree water. Or 100 degrees for you non-freedom unit people. And then you can put a spoon in there and it all goes because it didn't have a nucleation site to start boiling. So you don't technically need pressure to go above boiling. Anyway, I realize that you do for most applications. So why do I need Ulrichs? Or were you not saying I needed them? You were just asking if I had them for some other curiosity's sake, because I'm pretty sure I have all this. Right? Maybe we don't have blood. Blood. No, we get blood from hogs too. So that's all fine. So we get all of this. Yeah, we don't need Ulrichs. And we already have tons of fish, so I don't really feel like I need. And like I said, we're gonna have the cotton guts. We're gonna get some bones from the augs, which we're gonna need for blood, because I don't think cotton guts do blood too. So maybe we'll see. We'll see, based on. Oh, this. Never mind. This isn't rendering cotton guts. Is it? No, we just straight up throw the cotton gut into an incubator. That's weird. What happens to that poor little cotton gut? Subcritical is 100 to 374. Thank you, Zeeglin. That is nice and informational. Maybe super heated. It's super something. I don't know. Anyway. It is weird that you just stick a normal cotton gut into this recipe. But that is what you do. So we're not going to be rendering cotton guts for this. But we will have cotton guts that we could potentially render. So depending on how many cotton guts we end up making, let's glance into that world for a minute. So ye old cotton gut, and this is where Hellmod starts to throw fits. So we'll see if we can get it to work right. Because I'm not using ingredient input, we might be okay. So cotton gut factories gonna have 20 cotton gut studs. Cotton guts don't use themselves as modules. There's the regular cotton guts, there's the studs, which are the modules, and then there's the pups, which you then grow into cotton guts. So there's a bunch of things. Okay, so those are all easy. Ralesia is just a thing we have to do. It's not hard. Like, look at this. Ralesias are quite simple. It's just soil and seeds and some hydrogen. So that's all just chill. We just loop it. Okay, pups are also mostly Ralesias and some moondrops in the old bonking chamber. Harry Potter in the Chamber of Bonks. That's, Anyway, that's not the movie you thought you were renting from Blockbuster, was it? So that's a lot, by the way. 26 Prandium Labs. Subcritical is superheated, supercritical. What? Subcritical is superheated. period, supercritical, is where the gas and liquid phases are indistinguishable. Got it. That makes sense. Yeah, okay, I figured it out. Okay, so these have to loop. Are they figuring that out themselves? It is. Okay, interesting. So Hellmod is doing a smart. It's kind of matrix solving on its own, which is interesting. Because normally this would require a matrix solve, but because it's a subblock, it's not. Because this is saying, hey, I need 0.56 cotton guts, and then this is realizing, okay, I'm gonna mess with this until the output's 0.56 cotton guts, I guess. So at least that's working right, I think. I don't know what matrix solver would do. It's doing something. Oh, wait, no, this isn't right. Why, what's happening? Why is this not providing the right amount of pups? Why is that 46? Why is that 48%? Why is this not 100%? That should be 100%. That's the whole point of doing things. I'm so confused. Okay, no, I take back what I said. I'm pretty sure Hellmod's still busted in half. Okay, so that should be 100% because you want that's the default. And then when we add the pups, then that should provide the amount of pups we need. But then the output goes down. So that number should go up. That's correct. So it's figuring out we still want to output 0.56. But then when we turned on matrix solver, then it broke these to be different percentages, but these numbers stayed the same and these numbers stayed the same? That shouldn't even be possible. So that makes me feel like something's wrong. And then we go back to computing by element and then it breaks. So something's really wonky here. Because look, that didn't even change the numbers. When I change this percentage, it should change the cotton gut number. But it's not. Because it's like, because it's fixed, it's linked to the next block. What if I unlink it? Does this do anything? No, even if I unlink it, it doesn't. This is so weird. It's definitely not working the way I would expect it to. Because in old Hellmod, when you had an unlinked block, it wouldn't see anything above or below it on the same level. All that it cared about is what you did inside of it. And that's how it should work here. So if I unlink this, like, I shouldn't... Like, it was set to 0.56, which is what it was before. But then if I change this to 10%, then that should only output 0.6. So now it's working. Okay, that's what it should have been doing the whole time, but it wasn't doing that. And then when I relink it, now it should link, and now it's not linking, right? Like it should say, hey, I know what I'm doing. We're gonna do 0.56 cotton guts. But it's not. It is here, but it's not here. And that's the mistake. It should be changing on this viewpoint as well. That should turn yellow. I can't change it because it's linked. So there's definitely some, either Hellmod has less functionality than it used to have, because it used to be able to do this properly when you only had 2 layers, right? You had the whole production line and you had the production blocks. And that's essentially all I'm doing here with these two. So the fact that there's this one up here shouldn't have any bearing on how these two work with each other. And these two should work with each other the same way the old blocks worked with each other in Hellmod. That's kind of the whole point of nesting, right? Is each block works with the blocks within it and the blocks above it, and that's all it really needs to see, and it should kind of work like Hellmod always has. So I'm pretty sure I'm not just blowing smoke here when I say this number not matching this number is a problem. I'm pretty sure that's bad. That's not how it should work. They should match. So the fact that they don't is kind of a problem. Yes, rant. I could rant about Hellmod all day. I love Hellmod though, and I want it to be great. I want you to be bug-free and beautiful and be the beautiful bird you're supposed to be, Hellmod. I hope you grow up and become bug-free, because this is a great new feature. I love the nesting. It just needs to work right. Ugh. It needs to work right, because it's not. Like, I linked it, and why is it, like, does Matrix Solver fix it? I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I've clicked too many things. I believe these numbers are correct, and they seem to be showing the same thing. Why did it turn red? Nobody knows. It wasn't red before, but now it's red. Because now it says 187% for reasons unknown. What if I just make it 100%? It shouldn't let me change this because I'm in Matrix Solver. Yeah, okay, at least that's still the same. I don't even know. Like, this is so weird. But it's not excess output. So it's like it's giving also, and like depending on what order you click things in, it's doing different things, which is also very bad. Again, this block view showing a different number than this output is definitely wrong. Now okay, here's what someone was saying in the comments. They were telling me, well, it's correct because it needs 1.87 of those blocks that you designed, right? So if you imagine a block is a single entity all together, then this is saying I need 1.87 of those cotton gut blocks you designed. But that's never how Hellmod has worked. And I don't see why it should change now, and I don't see how that's helpful, right? Because I don't want to design a block that makes 0.3 cotton guts, and then this tells me I need 1.87 of them, because then I don't know how many Prandium labs I need. Then I have to do the math myself, 1.87 times 14. I shouldn't have to do that, right? I want this block to fix its output number to match this input number that is then needed, because that's how Hellmod has always worked, right? Like, this isn't new functionality. Having one block underneath another is how Hellmod has always worked. You could just only do it once, and now you can do it more than once, but the functionality that it's always had should be the same. And so, to whoever was talking about that, like, oh, you're wrong, it's just 1.87 blocks, like, it does seem like that's what it's doing, but why? I don't even understand. Why would it not show me, like, rather than changing the number of blocks, it should change the output of this, because it's linked. If it's linked, it should change these output numbers to be the same. Not even to mention, like, I have this typed in as 0.56, so what happened to that? It's just so, there are so many disconnected ideas working at the same time that even if this is technically working correctly, it sure doesn't look like it, because none of it matches from one screen to the next. And so I really don't understand what they're going for. If this is their idea of the future, I don't like the future, and I will abandon Hellmod. Because as far as I can tell, this is more buggy than it is better. Anyway, I'll stop ranting about Hellmod. You guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about Hellmod. The important part is we need cotton guts, so we're gonna look into how to do that. And we're gonna move towards the old rabbit mice things. I guess we need Ralesias first. So, Ralesia. It's okay, Dave. I zoned out too. I think I wasn't even... at this point, I can rant with my eyes closed about Hellmod. So I think that's what happened. You need to set the output as an intermediate in order. Okay, you know what? People are telling me things. I'm going to at least give it the benefit of the doubt that maybe I'm still missing something. I will always argue that the experience right now is bad. Whether or not there might be a way to work around it is a different question. But right now the experience is pretty bad, and I think some things need to be changed. But you're telling me an output needs to be set as an intermediate. How do I do that? Where's the button for that? Is there a button in here that I don't know exists that's new to this version that they added? I don't see one. Yeah, I like what you guys are talking about in the comments. I'm just not reading. In the sublot, no, control clicking the output's a different thing. That's setting it as the primary only care about this, or byproduct don't even care that I'm making this, like don't include it in calculations. Those are different things. Oh, not that output, this output. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, why would that change things? Set or unset linked intermediate product. Then what the hell is this button? That's what linking is. Why is linking this and this? This doesn't make any sense. Y'all, I'm about to have a conniption fit here. I already am having a conniption fit. And this is still, look, it's still not working. Because if I change this, it's changing these numbers. That shouldn't be the case. So I still argue this is wrong. Yes, it's fixing it because it's making it require more of the block that I designed, but when you link a block, it should design the block for you to be the right numbers, right? Like that's the whole point of linking a block. An unlinked block should tell you how many of those blocks you need. Even then, I don't think that's true, because in old Hellmod, an unlinked block would give you the wrong amount of something, and that's just how it worked. You go into a block and you say, okay, I want 15 a second. And you just type it in here. Why did that just turn into 4? Oh, I guess because of the recycling? No, there's no 15 anywhere in here. Oh, I have it 50. Okay, that's on me. In the old Hellmod, you would basically do this. You'd be like, I want 15 cotton guts. This would happen. So far, this is how the old Hellmod would work. And then you would go into the production line above it, and it would just show that 8 of those are being produced. And then you would have an extra output here of the 7.5 extra cotton guts. So that's how it would work. And so, but instead, new Hellmod is saying, ooh, just kidding, we only want 0.07 of those blocks. But that's not how Hellmod used to work, and I have no idea why they would change that. I think that is a downgrade in functionality. Because if the block is unlinked, I should be allowed to say I want whatever number I want. Sometimes I like to say, hey, make an extra circuit per second because I'm going to siphon that off into a chest or something. And so it feels really weird that even if the block is unlinked and the intermediates are unlinked, according to this control clicking that I didn't even know existed, it still is linking it. It's still fixing this output to 0.56. That's no good. I don't want that to be 0.56. I want it to be what I made it, which was 15, which is really 8 because of it looping back in on itself. But I could matrix solver to make it actually 15. And I want this right here to show 15, and it doesn't. Instead, it says, nope, you only do 0.04 of those blocks. And it should only be telling me that. Actually, never. I don't think it should ever tell you how many of a block you need. I think that is not how Hellmod has ever worked before, and I don't think it's helpful. And I think if they are going to have that sort of setting, I think it should be an advanced setting that isn't on by default. Because it's not how it's worked. I don't see it as being useful unless you really want to do 2 layers of math. Where like, okay, I design one block, and then I want to know how many of those I need. But that's really like, that's 2 layers of abstraction where you often don't need them. And it gets messy math more often than it helps, because then these numbers are wrong, right? Because if I need 0.04 of these blocks, but this block has 700 Prandium labs, it's like that's not helping me. I just want to know how many Prandium labs I need. So anyway, second rant is over. Now that we've looked into what Teus was talking about, and it still seems to be messed up. Ugh. I love Hellmod. It's like, I really, really like it. I hope they revert this weird amount of block change, because I don't think that's helping anything. And I also hope the showing a different number here and here is fixed, and then I also hope that the ingredient input issues are fixed. Dave, weather sure is weird here, huh? Just solid conversation change there. Alright, Ralesias. Maybe I'll just title this episode Hellmod Rant. If you don't want to hear a Hellmod rant, just skip the whole episode. Okay, so really all we need to do is this. This is easy. We already have all this. All I need is the codexes. Sweet. And how many do I need to spin things up? I need 5 to make 8 seeds, and then 8 seeds will make 10. And there's no chances on any of that. So that means we will be good with 3 of these. Which is only 3 codexes. And 3 flower DNA samples. And 3 of those is 3 more codexes. Okay. So yes, car step, as you say, there will be 6 codexes. But I also need 300 of the old automation science packs. And I need more circuits. I don't think I have enough circuits. Maybe my Hellmod rant was actually just a brilliant strategy to waste time while the circuits build up. Let's look at that. 225, baby! There we go. We got our 6 Ralesia codexes now. And then we need to find our DNA sample area, which is here. Yeah, Teus, you could be right. What I want is I want this to work like the old Hellmod worked. And there's a little bit of me that is the I'm a grumpy old man that doesn't like change. And there's also most of me, which is actually like I know how good design works, and whatever it's been changed to is not, at least in my current understanding of it, good design. So, yes, I will not rant further than that. Okay, there we go, but I only want 3 of these. And then I can just grab off that. We need an out. So that'll be the 3 DNA samples. Then I need 9 cDNA, 15 biosample, and some planter boxes. Sweet. It's not bad at all. Easiest. I feel like this is the easiest we've ever had it in terms of making a new living thing. What am I looking for? Oh, right here. Literally standing next to it. Stone brick. I need to make some planter boxes. Where do those live? Are those in alien life? Yeah. Need some soil. Three of those bad boys. Grab me that. Oh wait, why did I say 9 biosamples? It's 9 cDNA and 15 biosamples. Look at that. Backwards. cDNA. Uh-oh, why are you not backed up? Moss gene samples? Ugh. That could be an issue. It's the hold up on the old moss genes. Looks like we got a petri dish shortage, which is mostly due to... Is it agar? Agar the Horrible? Steam shortage? Seems to be working. Seaweed shortage? Ah, it is the seaweed shortage. 1 second. Should be getting 1.2 a second. Am I feeding... What's going on here? Ah, the seaweed is also going to the alginate. Interesting. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna say that's fine. So, Ralesia is made in the botanical nursery. Rather than, I feel like incubators are where you start with these. Where do animals start? Can't even find. Like, what did we do for the first out? Creature chamber. Oh, okay. Not incubator. Anyway, botanical nurse. Oh, look, we've got one already. Beautiful. We just got one chilling. Just chillaxing. I want to put it up. Where is our creature chamber? Oh, it's over. Oh, look, the Augs. It's right there. Okay. Any new stuff? I guess I don't have any Fuwage yet. We'll need that eventually. Okay, there you are. Need some water. Anywhere nearby? No. This is surprisingly annoying. Okay, how about I do a T-junction down here? Jeez. And then I'm gonna have to do another, like, corner over here? Weird. Okay. Should do it, though. And then slam a jamma all that in, grab our little DNA samples, which are taking a long time. Wow, that really takes a long time. Is that a 5-minute craft? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Get this going. Ta-da! Our first little yellow flowers. Beautiful. See you later, Strudel. Alright, now back to Hellmod, which I promise I'll try not to rant. I need to actually design some Ralesia making. Now I forget, do we need both the seeds and the Ralesias for all sorts of things? I think we do. Yeah. The flowers go into food, bone meal, arcads. What is that? Aromatics? Interesting. Okay. And then the seeds. You know, I should be using this more. Yeah, cotton guts is kind of where we started this whole thing. Muckmoo. Also known as poop cows. Ulrichs. Okay, yeah, we need all sorts of both. Which is annoying because then... Oh, cool. There's no numbers. Let's just look at 10 of both. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But hydrogen. Okay, so what we're learning is mostly that we need millions more plantations than the nurseries and electrolyzers. And then soil's a thing. Alright, so it's mostly 1 to 1 to 1, like roughly, slightly less electrolyzers, pretty close to 1 to 1 for nurseries and soil extractors, and then we need about 10 times as many plantations. So that means we need to start making a lot of Ralesia plantations. Now these require nothing too crazy, some IMs, 25 circuits, decent amount of glass, 300 soil, but a bunch of treated wood, which is... And I can't remember if I have treated wood anywhere. I don't remember my hotkeys. Treated wood. Looks like I do have some. Yeah, car step. The molten salt buildings need a crap ton of circuits. My circuit production is really underperforming right now. Oh, that 75-hour Ralesias. Nice work. Oh yeah, and then we need a lot of soil. Probably should grab some more Duralumin while I'm thinking about it. I'm not actually sure how many I'm going to end up building. 27 feels a bit overkill-ish. But at the same time, don't set the output number if you want one block. Using the output will restrict it to only use that block. Any calculations above it. Okay, I'm not going to rant, but I'm just going to try some things. So, is there a way to reset it? Backspace, will that then make it 1? That does seem like it makes it 1. Which is what we talked about. I still don't understand the 48%. Yes. Yeah, that's the same as what I did. Clear button. Why are we 48%? I know matrix solver's on, but if I change these to 100, it's still... I feel like something just changed at the same time as things not changing. Okay, so matrix solver seems like it's getting it right. And it's telling me 26 brand new labs. If I change this to 100... That's wrong because we don't have enough pups, but then we change that to 100, which is then correct, and it's telling us 26. Interesting. So both of them are correct? Weird. Huh. Yeah, there's like a semi-matrix solve going on by default here. Because normally this line wouldn't be boosted by the fact that this uses cotton guts as an ingredient. So that is different behavior than what we normally would see. Or you could say new behavior in this version of Hellmod, I'm not sure. Because normally, even if a block was supplying something, it wouldn't ever figure that out from underneath. I don't think. I could be wrong about that. That one I could be remembering incorrectly. But I seem to remember, like, it would then have the output number wrong here. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. I could be making that up. But all this to say, like, it mostly does what we need it to do, and that's the important part. It at least is giving us the math. That's the really important part that we need. The annoyances I can probably work around, and the bugs will probably be fixed, and maybe some of the features will be made more clear and less obtuse. Soil. That's 3,000 soil. Which is only enough for 10 still. Oh, gosh. Circuits are really just gonna be the entire bottleneck, aren't they? Is it worth? Surely it's not worth making more circuits right now. That's not happening. Maybe. I am getting 15 a minute, like solid. For an hour straight now, we've been getting 15 a minute. That feels really good. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I get that, Teus. I just don't think that's good design. That's not how it used to work. And I don't see why they changed it. I think it's backwards. I think the old way that it worked was better, where if you link a block, it makes that one block make the amount that you need. And if you don't link a block, it makes however much you tell it to make. Either way, you're always looking at one of those blocks running. And it never did this artificial block multiplier thing. And if it did, it was a hidden feature that never came into play by normal use of Hellmod. At least by my normal use of Hellmod. And I don't see how obscuring... Oh, I said I wouldn't rant anymore. I just don't think obscuring the numbers helps. Because then it doesn't give you the right numbers for how many buildings you're running and stuff like that. So, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not talking about Hellmod anymore. I do keep hitting the wrong button, though. Okay, lots more glass. Maybe I'll just start with, like, 6. Because I don't have enough circuits for more than that. Glass... Where's glass? I'm near. Here it is. Femto? I don't remember... What is Femto? That's one of the metric numbers, right? Literally, where's my glass? Here it is. That makes 4. Micro, nano, pico, femto, atto. Okay, yeah, that's very small. I would say my rant was a little bigger than that. A little bigger. Also, if you combine it with all of the rants over previous episodes, someone could probably stitch together a mega rant where I say the same thing 15 times. Over and over again. Oh, goodness. Okay, that's 6. I'll settle with 6 of these for now. And then... let's see... Per... I'll only need one of each of those things. For like 12, 11 Ralesia plantations. Okay. Botanical nursery, soil extractor, and a electrolyzer. Where do I make this? I'm gonna make it down here by the seaweed so that we can hook it up to the train stations eventually, once those become a thing. And all we need is what? Water? Is that really it? That feels good. I like that. And we'll vent some oxygen. Probably not enough oxygen to be worth keeping. But I love me some, I only put water in and get stuff out. Yeah, Stitches, we did lay down a good amount of bricks. And we avoided, going over your name. So, there you go. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, you know what I need to do is go put the DNA, not the codex. What are those things called? DNA samples? The white little packages? We gotta go switch those over. These are done, I'm sure. Yep. And we put these down into here. And we will get, oh, there. And we will have our 6 yellow flowers. Alright, and so then the noisery... Is it the same size? It is. So that'll go on the end. That's the best way to do this. We have 2 inputs that are both quite small in terms of per second, so they can go on the same belt. Those are obviously going to connect like that. We're going to have an input and an output and a power pole. I'm pretty sure that's all we're going to need. Let me double check. Fluid, fluid, solid, solid, input, out, Oh, I got lucky. I know someone else confirmed it was only 6, but they could have been wrong too. I forgot that we were going to need 1 more to actually make this thing run. So we do need the full 6 and not just 5. Because the reason I say I got lucky is because I didn't even look at that. And if it had required 1 more to run it, and we had needed 6 to make the seeds, I would have been screwed. Okay, and then we're going to prioritize the flowers going left for seed making, which is a 1 in, 2 out situation. Trying to decide if I need a chest here or if that's enough. Because this should be able to keep up with the rate. So that should be fine. And then that will be Ralesias out. But then the seeds need some sort of priority as well. Maybe... I don't know where the dirt's gonna go. These are all the same size building. That's just so convenient. Sorry, soil, not dirt. So... How fast are you? 2 a second? Yeah, 2... 2 whatchamahoots is good. So the question is, do I want to prioritize outputting flowers or seeds first? Weird, because I have to prioritize seeds to go to flowers, and I have to prioritize flowers to go to seeds. But then they both output at low priority. Which one is... I guess it just depends on the rates then. Who can consume who faster? It's a flower eat flower world out there. And it's all about who gets the early worm bird. I don't know what I'm saying. Connect the hydrogen. Of course, it's one tile off, as all good connections are. The gas vent going. Oh, that's not connected to water anywhere, is it? We seem to have water here, so I'm just gonna hope that it's enough. How much are we talking? Basically none. I mean, 65. It's roughly 6% of a pipe. Look, one tile off again. What are the odds? You know, I can fix that actually by doing that. Yeah. And there we go. There we go. Seed goes directly to flowers. Flowers are prioritized to get seeds from them. Yes, but then the flowers are prioritized to go to seeds. So seeds are prioritized from flowers. So if the seed, it really is about rates. Like if this was infinitely fast, we would keep feeding seeds. All of our flowers would become seeds. This seed belt would fill up, and finally once that's filled, then we would start getting flowers. So there's almost a part of me that wants to like... I mean, they're always prioritizing each other, but then the faster one is going to be the one that outputs first. So if seeds are faster overall, we'll get seeds until it's backed up. If flowers are the faster one overall, we'll get flowers until it's backed up, and then we'll get seeds. Either way, only one of them is going to run at a time until the other one's backed up. So part of me wants to solve that and make them more balanced. The other part of me says, it don't matter. It don't matter one bit. Oh, really? 86%? Come on now. Hurry up. You can change the overflow product in the parent block by inputting the overflow you want. I'm done with Hellmod for this episode. No, I'm not. I think what you're saying is I can change this itself. Yeah. Which is also fine. But that isn't that's not how it should work. You should be able to change the numbers here, and if it's not linked, it should reflect here. Anyway. That's all I'll say. Really, the crux of almost all of my arguments is that the way Hellmod used to work is pretty great. There wasn't anything it couldn't do. And I'm thinking the new Hellmod should work exactly like that, and you can just have a block within a block. I don't really see why the functionality should change, because it didn't need to. But despite all of my whinging about Hellmod, we ended up getting Ralesias done. So that's pretty sweet. Oh, these need to go there. Now, is this going to be quick? No, it isn't. Because we got a 2-minute crafting time at 0.2 speed. So that's going to be 10 minutes before we see any of these bad boys. And then we will get 10, which will produce... it's annoying. I'm gonna turn that off for now. Because then we will get half and half, and then I can put some more flowers in here, because if I don't, it'll use up all 10 flowers, and I don't want to do that yet. So anyway, we will take a little picture of that and make a good screeny for the episode. And so yeah, Ralesias plus Hellmod rant. Good YouTube episode right there. I think we will be done with this YouTube section. Our train tracks continuing to get built. I do think one RoboPort got blasted by these being in the way. I might have to manually fix that. It needs to be like here-ish. I'm not sure if that it needs to be one tile down from there. There should do it. The after rant, exactly. Look, we had the pre-rant rant, we had the rant, and then we have to do the after rant. You know, it's very important. All three are very important parts of the overall rant. The post rant will happen for just you Twitch viewers after we end the YouTube episode. You know, can't give the YouTubers everything now. Oh gosh. And if Mr. Helfima, the Hellmod dev, ends up watching this, please know I don't hate you. Your mod is awesome. I do think there are some changes that I don't understand, and I don't know if they're good changes for the mod. And this is coming from someone who has used the mod religiously for years now. But that being said, as long as the bugs end up getting ironed out, I can learn new things if I have to. So, try to end on a positive note there. Because I really don't like to be super negative. It does bother me when things don't work the way I think they should, but that's, you know, personal opinion as much as it is professional opinion. It's a little bit of both. Like, I do sort of know what I'm talking about when it comes to, you know, stuff, but at the same time, it is just my opinion, and other people might disagree. Other people might be like, oh my god, it's doing that thing that I always wish it did. And so, you know, who knows? Maybe that's how everybody else feels, and I'm the only one that feels this way. Either way, this has been a good episode. We got Ralesias done. We're working towards cotton guts. We're working towards green science while we wait for circuits to slowly build up. We have another 100 now, so that we can finish our 1 gigawatt coal power plant over here. So those are kind of the big picture items. And with that, I shall bid you all adieu. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you'd like to support me creating content such as this and my other videos and the podcast, The Factory Must Grow, head on over to patreon.com/Krydax. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one.